Hey guys, so what we're going to do is we're just going to create a few variables. We want a float here. Now our float is going to equal, is going to be hourly rate. Remember the second word, and every word except the first word in variables starts with a capital letter, and we want just hourly rate. Now we want to create an int, and this int's going to be hours, which is equal to 40. Basically a full-time job. Now we want int salary. Now we want salary to be equal to, say 2,000. Oh, no, not 2,000. 2,354. This is a weird salary, and you probably wouldn't see it. Now, what we want to do is we want to find out what the hourly rate is. So hourly rate is equal to, now the equation that I've got here to calculate salary is hours times hourly rate. So if we divide out the hours, we get salary divided by hours, which equals hourly rate. Now if we run printf and bracket your hourly rate is $% dot 2 to limit the decimal places to 2 f, and after here we need the hourly rate to display. So we'll run this through. And there we go. We've got 58.00. Now that's a pretty large pay for this person. So what we'll do is, just to be a bit fair to him, we'll take away 1,020 or $30. Now this is a bit more reasonable for someone. Now his hourly rate's $33. Now I don't know about you, but I'm a bit suspicious that both of his hourly rates are in whole dollar amounts. I don't think that's the case here. So if we run this through again, it's earning $33. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to typecast it. Now if we turn salary into a float, we will be able to get a bit better view, or I will see. So this is how you typecast. You put brackets on the front of the variable you want to typecast. You're telling C that float is this, that the salary is equal to the float. And now we'll run this through, and we'll see there, he's got a little 0.8 cents extra. Now, some people think that you need to do this for both of them and create a float here as well, but as you can see, you don't need to. As long as one of them is a float, it will calculate in a float. That is, unless you calculate as a D, but I think we'll see a little bit of an error there. So again, we want this to be a nice little float, and as long as one of these is a float, it's going to work. But that really doesn't matter here at this rate, because we know what these are, they now know what they are, but this is only for this line. So if I were to run this same line twice and get rid of the floats, probably need to put a new line in there, and we'll just see what happens. There we go. See, we've lost the 8 cents again. So as long as one of them is declared a float, or both of them are declared a float, we can get a float result. But assuming that neither of them are floats, and we'll actually do this at the moment. We'll change this one to an int, and we'll change it to a digit. So we'll change this one to a float. Actually, you know what? We've actually got typecast as an int anyway, so we'll run this through again. I think we're going to see a little error. Well, we've got 33 in the first one and nothing in the second one. Now, what we can do here is we can obviously tell it that it's a float, and then, okay, looks like we can't declare it this. Sorry, that was my bad. You can't declare anything on the left side as a float. So basically, we'll go back a bit, make sure that this is back to being a nice little float. As long as one of them is a float, it will work. If neither of them are a float, it will just give you a .000 or whatever. As we've got here, just 2 zeros, but if we get rid of these two things and we run it again, we get 6. So this tutorial is a bit longer than I thought. I'll see you guys next time. We're going to continue this on to a bit of a part 2 thing, and it's just going to go into a bit more detail and make the program a little more complex without trying to overload you. So again, this next one is just a optional one for those of you that want to use it. For those of you that don't, I'll see you guys next time. Well, next video you want to watch, and good luck.